There's a crazy new policy from the State Department. Effective immediately, all non-immigrant visas must be interviewed in their home country. No matter how much backlog there is there, no matter how strict they have to be interviewed in their home country. How's that going to impact your visa interview? How is that going to impact your future in the United States? All this in this video. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Immigration Channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about a new policy, a new crazy policy that's going to restrict interviews for those of you applying for non-immigrant visas only to your home country. It doesn't matter if there's a backlog. It doesn't matter if your embassy is closed there. Yes, maybe there's some exceptions, but in the past, we were able to shift around and move people to different locations and help them expedite their visa appointments, help them get their student visas on time, work visas on time. This is all changing. And in this video, I'm going to break down this new policy, who's going to be impacted, and what you can do to still make your interview work. Make sure you watch this video all the way until the end so you don't miss all the updates, the tips, and the tricks I'm going to share with you in this video. So, effective immediately, applicants must schedule their visa interviews in their country of residence with limited exceptions, but it's going to be very strict by U.S. embassies and consulates to enforce this. The U.S. Department announced suddenly that all applicants must schedule their non-immigrant visa appointments at their home country, consulates and embassies. Previously, which is about up to a week ago, applicants could schedule their interviews in third countries, which would sometimes have flexible interviews, quicker, shorter wait time, and obviously those flexibilities increase their chances to get visas. Most common example is if you apply for an E2 visa. Sometimes if you apply for the E2 visa in Pakistan, it will take you a year to get an appointment. Versus if you apply for in another country like Canada, if they accept you, then you could shorten that time and be able to get your E2 visa and start a business in the United States and hire US workers. Well, all this is changing. Now you're stuck to applying for a visa in the country of residence, in your country of your residence. Now, this is also coming from the change they've done a month ago by restricting immigrant visa to be taking place only at the country of residence. As you remember before, with the backlog, we were able to move even immigrant visa appointments to third countries. Like, for example, if we had a backlog in Islamabad or in Mumbai, I could move those cases to Abu Dhabi or Dubai or Nairobi. Well, all this is changing, and people, even for their immigrant visa interviews, must do so in the country of residence, which will obviously increase their appointments and create separation between family members, even worse. So what about this new policy from a week ago? This applies to all non-immigrant visas, H-1Bs, L visas, O visas, student visas, J-1 visas. All applicants must apply in the country of residence. It doesn't apply to diplomatic visas, the A visas, the G visas, NATO does not apply. Those can apply anywhere. Now, what about if your embassy is closed and there's no US embassy there? Well, the State Department created a designated list and you will go to the embassy designated to your country. Now, if you're doing this in a different location, they'll refund your interview that we already scheduled before the policy change, and now you have to reschedule your appointment in your home country. Now, if you already have an appointment, okay, if you already have an appointment and a date, that appointment will not be changed. Okay, if you're scheduling this after, then the fee will be refunded and you have to do it in your home country. But if you already have an appointment, you're good to go. So for example, let's understand what is country of residence. So if you're from Afghanistan, you have to do your interview in Islamabad. If you're from Cuba, the interview is going to be in Georgetown. If you're from Haiti, the interview is going to be in Nassau. If you're from Iran, your interview is going to be in Dubai. Dubai is designated for Iran. If you're from Libya, you're going to go to Tunisia. If you're from Russia, you're going to go to Warsaw. If you're from Sudan, you're going to go to Cairo. There's no embassy in Sudan. If you're going to from Ukraine, you're going to go to Warsaw as well. And if you're going from Zimbabwe, you're going to go to Johannesburg. What does it mean for you if you're applying for a student visa or a tourist visa? It means you can't choose anymore. You have to go to your home country, US embassy in your home country. So what can you do now? Next steps. If you already have a pending interview, make sure you attend. Do not cancel that appointment. If you're about to schedule a new interview, only do it in your home country. And also think about this. If you're starting to plan ahead, do this early on. Student visas, work visas, You can't just choose an embassy that is quick anymore. You have to plan in advance, even up to 6 months. This is a big shift in how US visa interviews are being scheduled right now and processed. And you have to be ready for that. Also, remember that a lot of these embassies, like for example, we were sending cases like our E2 cases to Canada, and they're very experienced officers over there that were processing those cases. And of course, the success rate increased. But if now they're going to be processed only in the home country, and some of these home countries don't have that much experience in processing specialized visas like E2 or the E1 or the L1, you guys have to be aware that denials will be increasing, which means you're going to have to be super prepared, work with an experienced immigration attorney to know the rules of the specific embassy or consulate because they are different for E visas, for E1s, for L1s, for tourist visas. Make sure you're prepared, make sure you're aware, make sure you understand what it means in terms of timelines. The reason why they're doing this is because they want to uniform the process. They want to make sure that people are not embassy shopping, trying to increase their chances to get a visa. I personally believe that there's nothing wrong with that because some embassies are more equipped to process more cases just because they're bigger. Well, right now, it doesn't matter the size of the embassy. They'll go based on country of origin. And Canada, that used to take so many of these applications because they have the capacity, will now have less applications, will only take Canadians. And I feel it's going to be a loss to the United States because a lot of these E2 businesses that are coming through Canada are no longer going to be able to come here on time and possibly will be even further denied. Anyway, guys, hopefully this update is helpful. Once again, if you are here for the first time, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell, give us a big like so YouTube will be able to share this with more people just like you. And if you need my help, send me a text 619-483-4549. Go to www.immigrationsap.com. Leave your details, and one of our team members will contact you ASAP. Thanks for watching my videos. Please share them with somebody that cares. And always, always remember, immigration is tough, but you guys are tougher. Stay strong, and I'll see you on our next video.